Hello, I'm Antonio Mora. This is the newsandnews.com Day in Brief. Today's top stories in 4 minutes. It's Thursday, December 6th at about 7 p.m. According to multiple reports this afternoon, William Barr, a former attorney general during the George H.W. Bush administration, may soon be returning to head the Department of Justice. Barr is a well-respected lawyer, and President Trump may expect him to be acceptable to Republicans and Democrats. However, Barr, who decades ago was special counsel Mueller's boss, has criticized his investigation for not having a better ideological balance. Barr also has said that Trump made the right decision in firing FBI Director Jim Comey and has defended Trump's calls for investigations of Democrats, including Hillary Clinton, for the Uranium One deal. The stock market continued its wild gyrations today. First, the Dow plummeted almost 800 points this morning. The plunge was triggered by fears over trade relations with China and growing concerns about an economic slowdown. The main European stock indexes had all dropped more than 3%, and Asian stocks were hit hard after news broke that the chief financial officer of tech giant Huawei had been arrested in Canada at the U.S.'s request. But then, the Wall Street Journal reported that as a part of the Federal Reserve's emerging wait-and-see, data-dependent approach, it could pause increases in interest rates. That sparked a huge turnaround, with the Dow and S&P 500 closing down just slightly, while the Nasdaq actually finished higher. The back and forth in the trade negotiations isn't helping, nor is the report today that the U.S. trade deficit hit its highest level in 10 years. Also, the Daily Beast reported yesterday that earlier this year, Trump dismissed tackling the national debt, shrugging it off because he won't be around to shoulder the blame when it becomes more untenable. It makes you wonder if anyone in the GOP is paying attention or willing to do anything about it. Ironic, when fiscal responsibility has long been a basic tenet for the Republican Party. Trump renewed his attacks today on the Mueller investigation, calling it the phony Russia witch hunt and accusing the prosecutors of presidential harassment. With some of his accustomed hyperbole, he claimed that without the probe, all his accomplishments would have him at a 75% approval rating. Expect him to lash out again tomorrow because 3 new Mueller findings could provide windows into the investigation. 2 sentencing memos for Michael Cohen and a document detailing Paul Manafort's alleged lies are due to be filed on Friday. With class and dignity, Houston said its farewells to its adopted son, George H.W. Bush. At another emotional service, Bush friend and former Secretary of State James Baker broke down in tears as he concluded his eulogy after saying that Bush possessed the classic virtues of our civilization and of his faith, whose contributions to America as a member of the greatest generation are etched in the marble of time. Bush was laid to rest this evening next to his wife and their daughter Robin at his presidential library on the campus of Texas A&M. One can only hope that his example in life and the example set by his family and friends after his death will be followed by our politicians. In our alternate universes segment, the great divide between conservative and liberal media, one can only hope that the media would follow that example as well. Today, ABC News was in the firing line because 2 of its correspondents couldn't help themselves. During the network's live stream of Bush's state funeral, they started joking about what Trump's funeral would be like. Backlash from conservatives has been rough, with the Media Research Center saying that to mock Trump during Bush's funeral was, quote, despicable garbage. And then journalists complain about why we're not trusted and why so many Americans believe we're biased. We have all those stories and much more updated around the clock 7 days a week on newsandnews.com, where you will find all you need to know in one place. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the right of your screen just below this video. Please follow us on Facebook at Real News and News, and follow me on Twitter at AMoraTV. I'll see you again tomorrow.